Welcome back, my fellow mobile gamers. My name is NimbleThor, and today we are checking out Gears Pop, which is super relevant these days because Gears of War 5 is just about to release on PC and on Xbox consoles. And Gears Pop is this very recently released mobile game for both Android and iOS that mixes Gears of War, the Gears of War universe at least, with Funko's Pop bobblehead figures to create just one of the weirdest art styles I've ever seen before. Now, the actual gameplay plays like Clash Royale, which means we set up a team of units, and then we deploy them during PvP or PvE battles to take down all 3 towers or bases of the opponent. So let's get started with that right now. Let's get this butcher in the front line. We will get some shepherds, which are 3 assault rifle units behind that shepherd, so he can take all the damage, and then those shepherds should be able to deal some damage, hopefully enough. Let's keep deploying some units here. Now, obviously, each of these units come at a mana cost, and just like in Clash Royale, we collect more of the same units to level it up, and we do that through, yes, you guessed it, loot boxes. Because when we win, we get a loot box that takes between 3 to 8 hours to unlock, which will provide us with more of the same units, or new units, hopefully some new units as well. And then we're just gonna upgrade them so they become stronger, and we're able to continue winning the PvP matches, and we're able to continue with some of the relatively few PvE matches as well. Now, there is also a co-op mode. We'll get back to that later in this video, but I'm glad to see that that's there. But apart from that, it's pretty much like Clash Royale, really. It's nice to see that all of these chests that we get unlock at the same time, though. So unlike in Clash Royale, where we have to wait for one to finish and then move on to the next one, in this game, all of them can start unlocking at the same time. So that basically means we can have 4 chests that each take 8 hours to unlock, and we can go to bed and we can wake up next morning and we'll be able to unlock all of those chests. So that I am kind of liking. Now, from playing the game for a good few hours at this point, one of my main complaints, though, is that the characters really aren't that distinct. They aren't that different from each other. Oh, let's remember to keep deploying some units here. They really look the same, most of them at least, and that makes it very difficult to figure out which is which, and especially as a new player, and that makes this game relatively hard to get into. The art style isn't bad, but it's just difficult to see the difference between the units, and especially because they're all just faces with a gun, unlike, for example, the competitors that have a more typical fantasy setting, where it's very easy to see that, yes, of course, this is a wizard, and this is a golem, and of course, the wizard will have less HP and deal more damage, and so on. It's a bit more difficult in this game, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean once we get back to the menu and I can show you our team setup, and then you'll be able to see for yourself that many of these units look nearly exactly the same. But we won this match here 3-0. Now, this was a PvE match, so arguably this might have been a bit easier than a PvP match, but we're gonna go into a PvP match right now. Let's see what we got here, though. We got 1,000 coins. And I think we might actually have some units that are ready to be upgraded. So let's do that and then head into a PvP match. But let's first open some of these loot boxes, though. You guys can see that we're going to get some more bobblehead figures here. I think that was a new one, actually. Let's open some of the gold ones as well. Those are the ones that took 8 hours to unlock. So let's click open here, see what we're going to get. 352 gold pieces or silver pieces. We got some more of the Locust Drone. We got some Savage Grenadier. I like those units, by the way, the Savage Grenadier. So we're going to go upgrade those after unlocking the last loot box, or well, the 2 last loot boxes. So let's unlock those and see if we're going to get something new. Doesn't look like we got anything from this first one. Let's have a look at the second one here. We got some coins, of course. Well, just more of the same stuff, it seems. But that's okay, though, because now at least we can go upgrade many of these. And it is going to cost quite a bit of silver, but we do also have 10,000 silver. And look at this, now we upgraded those guys. Let's upgrade the Savage Grenadiers. It's gonna be so great to get some more HP on these guys, even though it's only gonna increase it from 132 to 100 and how much? 140 HP, so not the biggest of increases. These shepherds, though, are used all the time, so we definitely gotta upgrade these as well. Can we even upgrade those twice, maybe, with a bit of luck? Let's see, now they're level 4. Can we upgrade them again? We can actually upgrade them again, and it's only gonna cost 350 silver coins, so let's do that to get 1 more damage. That's about a 5, 7, maybe 8% increase in damage, I think, overall. And look at this, it seems we even leveled up our leader, which is our sort of our main character, or our character level, so to speak. And we leveled that up as well, and now we can upgrade these last 2 units. But, I mean, look at this. Many of these look very similar. Many faces with guns is what I see. Take, for example, Marcus Phoenix here. He looks very similar, I would say, to the Lancer gear. Of course, the Lancer gear has a helmet on it, you could argue, but still, when you have to quickly make a decision about which one of these units to deploy, they look too much alike, at least in my opinion. I do like that there is a co-op game mode, as I mentioned before. We actually have a few different game modes. We have Versus, we have Boot Camp, which was what we played before. We've got Practice, which is just AI practice matches. We've got Hardcore co-op battles. Now, the co-op battles are really cool, but we do need to be in a guild to be able to start them. And I haven't been able to find a guild yet because there are no filters that allow us to only see the guilds that we can actually join. So for example, this guild here, it has 8 open slots, but it's closed, so I can't join it. Why does the game show me that one, right? That's a very clear mistake. They should not do that, and they should give us some filtering options. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for a new player to truly get into this game, and you won't be able to enjoy the co-op game mode, which is a bit of a shame since the developers spent time on adding the co-op game mode. But now let's head into a versus match, and it looks like we found an opponent very quickly. That's pretty awesome, and we're in already. Look at this. Let's start by deploying some units here on the left side, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do about the right side, where the opponent is slowly taking over some of those bases in the middle. Now those 6 small barricades between our towers and the opponent's towers, they are going to allow us, if we control those, to spawn our units further onto the map. So they are very important to have control of. And we're at a bit of a disadvantage here early on in this game. But I am also spawning stuff too slowly, though. Let's use our special unit, which is these guys here that pop up from the ground. Our opponent just used the same unit. This is not a good start, but we can still make a pretty good comeback, though, I feel like. So let's save up some mana. And let's make a push on the right side here. Let's just continue pushing. We've got the tank in the front now. Let's spawn these grenadiers who are really good at taking out large groups of units. And let's actually throw a grenade up here. And this one is going to spawn an area of attack damage that constantly deals damage to the opponents. That is a really good one as well. Let's keep pushing here on the right side. We didn't really deal as much damage as I hoped for. He was a bit too prepared for our attack. But we did get a few hits in, and now we have 60 seconds left, so we are on double mana generation now, so now we'll be able to spawn units much faster. But of course, the same goes for the opponent, but we're doing a pretty nice push here on the right side. Look at this, guys. We are dealing some damage to the opponent base, but wait, I didn't see that our base was taking damage as well down here on the right side. So now our tower is out, and the only option for us really is to keep pushing here on the right side. We have 30 seconds left, and we gotta be able to take out that tower up there with 235 HP left. So let's just keep spawning lots of units. Let's use our special ability here once again. It has 182 damage left now. We're just gonna keep pushing. This is quite exciting. This match could end in 15 seconds now, and he is preparing lots of defensive units. But luckily, we had that grenadier that took out most of them. So come on, please let us. Yes, and I think that was it, right? Yes, we defeated his tower. So now we're equal again. We just have to be sure to protect our base. So let's spawn some units down here. Otherwise, he's gonna win very fast now. We only have 576 HP left on our home base. So what are we gonna do now? Do we want to do a push on the left side, or do we want to go for his main base? I say we do a push here on the left side because he's trying to push for the middle, and I think we're gonna attempt at surprising him because he keeps pushing, so we can just keep walking here on the left side. He's not seeing us, or maybe he's just so busy pushing on the right side. I think we're gonna be able to do this one, guys. We have 6 seconds left. Come on, 5 seconds left, and we did it. Yes, awesome. Look at that. We took 2 towers down, and for that reason we won. That is kind of cool. As with any of these Clash Royale-like games, they are very exhilarating to play. I mean, it is fun when you really get into it. But honestly, though, I'm not sure if Gears Pop is actually worth playing, especially considering that the monetization seems to be on par with the competition as well. If only the monetization model was at least very relaxed, then you might be able to ignore the game's few flaws. But that just doesn't seem to be the case with Gears Pop. It has a heavy monetization system in place, sadly, and that means they have a hard time really differentiating themselves from the competition. And with Supercell out there still pushing Clash Royale, I feel like if you had to get into one of those two games, you should just go for Clash Royale. It's the most mature game, it has more players as well, and the monetization is just as bad as in Gears Pop. So that just about covers Gears Pop. The gameplay isn't bad, but nothing truly stands out about it either, and that will be my conclusion on the game. So now let's get to the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that a real-time online multiplayer game mode is now finally coming to the highly popular mobile fighting game called Skullgirls. And if you're really excited about this news, you can even sign up for the closed beta testing of the game mode right now via the game's Twitter page. And with that said, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Now, if you're new around here, then consider checking out some of the other videos right here on the channel. I've already covered hundreds of mobile games, So I'm pretty confident that you'll be able to find something that you'll really enjoy. And if you already know what genre you're looking for, you can either go search for that genre on my videos page, or you can go check out some of the playlists where, yes, I've already categorized all of these hundreds of videos into the overall major genres of mobile games. So thank you very much for watching this video till the very end. Now do let me know what you think about Gears Pop in the comment section down below this video. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.
A few moments later.
What the? Guys, did you see that? Our head is falling off. What? I mean, seriously, what's up with this game?